Hello, so I'm going to be doing a tier list for PDWs and Phantom Forces. So let's start. I'm going to start from lowest rank and then go up to highest rank. So I'll start with the MP5K. Honestly, it's a good starter PDW. It's not that good. I mean, the damage ranges are pretty good for a PDW. I'll put it in great. UMP40, it's just a worse Uzi. It's decent, I guess. G36, I mean, there's no real point to use it. It doesn't have particularly high fire rate or damage or anything. It's kind of useless, honestly. MP7, this thing is like a pea shooter. It has such a high fire rate. Yeah, it's good in CQC, but otherwise it's not gonna be good or worth using. It can't hit shots, or even if it does, it's just kind of like bounce off the enemy. That one's kind of bad. Mac 10. The Mac 10 is actually pretty good if with the right setup. I mean, default it's not that good. I'll put it in great. P90 Pocket LMG. The damage ranges are kind of garbage, but for what it is, for the great ammo capacity, I'll put it in great. MP5 is, I would argue God tier. I would argue God tier because the range is amazing. It's almost like a assault rifle, just in the PDW class, and with pretty good fire rate. I think it has like 800 fire rate, so yeah, definitely a good gun. Colt SNG, I mean, it has very good RPM, and with the right setup with like an AMT terminate, it's amazing. But for what it is stock, I would put it more decent. The knockoff Sten gun, because I can't remember its name. It has a very low rate of fire, but it does have decent damage, especially if you put the 45 conversion on. And also very good accuracy, hip fire accuracy. I'd put it in great, honestly. MP5 SD, I mean, I'd put it in the same tier. I mean, it has a bit less damage, but it is suppressed. I mean, there's not a big difference between the two. I'd put it also in God tier. MP510, it does a lot more damage, but I think it's a bit uncontrollable. I would put it in decent. M3A1, so it's similar to the knockoff Sten gun. I think it's better though because it does more damage. I'm not sure, but I also think it has a slightly higher fire rate. No, I'm not sure. I'm just gonna put it in amazing because I know the damage is very good. MP510. Similar to that one that's uncontrollable. Both similar guns, honestly, in terms of recoil and handling in general. Uzi. I actually like this gun a lot. I'd put it in great. Yeah. Let's see what else we have. AUG 3 per. It can be pretty good for long ranges because of the very minimum recoil. Although, I mean, you could just use something like the Sten, like the knockoff Sten gun, or the MP5. I would put it in decent, honestly. There's not actually that many bad PDWs. I forget what this one. Right, the Krinkov. I mean, it has good damage for a PDW. I'd put it in decent. PPSH. This is god to amazing, honestly. The fire rate and the reserve. The ammo you have inside the drum. And also there's just a lot of good attachments for it in general. No, there's attachments for all kinds of playstyles. I would put it in god tier. Depends on which setup you have. The I forget the name of the shorty thing. I don't know, it's kind of bad. You can disagree with me, but I really don't like this weapon. Chris Vector, this one is amazing, I would like to argue. It's like the PPSH, but with less ammo, in my opinion, because it got that same high fire rate. I would put it in amazing. PP19 Bison. Yeah, shit. Nobody uses it. Well, it's not that bad. I would put it in. It's still bad. MP40. I actually very like this gun. I would put it amazing. It's like the M3A1, but like the German version, in my opinion. I don't know, it does have a higher fire rate, a bit less damage, but they're similar. They look similar, most of all. TAR 21 is not that great. It looks like a knockoff AUG, and it's just not that good, man. Tommy gun with the right setup, if you have the drum, if you prefer the drum, it can be pretty devastating, honestly. I'll put it in great, and that's it. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below, and that's it for this time.